All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the third edition of Stud or Dud, game loved by millions. Well, maybe not that many. I had a request to do just Louisiana agates and Crowleys for this one, but I can't. There's no way. The Crowleys just don't cut good enough for me to have a lot of them to cut. So I got a lot of stuff. Most everything here came off the gravel ball, I think, except them two Montanas. Well, and maybe another agate over there. But most of it's from at least local stuff. So we're going to take a look at it and see. Alrighty, this is off the gravel ball. This is, some of them got a little more red on the outside than the other one, but this one doesn't have too much red. But what y'all thinking? That's going to look pretty good polished, I think. It's not a total stud, but it's pretty close. I mean, when that's polished, I think that's going to be real nice. You can't really tell, but it's real clear. You can see pretty deep into it. I don't know what that is, but it is clear. And then there's a little mossy looking stuff in there. It's going to be nice when it's polished. Alright, this one here was found on a gravel bar. Also, it has a white end on one side, and it has some little agate spots on it. I don't know if it goes through or not, but we're going to take a look at it. What y'all thinking? Not really. But again, I think it could look okay polished. We're gonna need a maybe instead of just Stud or Dud. We're gonna need a maybe to go a category also, I think. But I can't put that one in the stud, but it's probably better than a dud. We'll see when it's polished. Alright, this one here has some pretty good lines on the outside. And the back has a funny looking color to it. Little yellow streaks or something. What y'all thinking? Too plain to be a stud. Nope. Again, though, might bring out the color a little bit more. I mean, the lines a little bit more when we polish it up, but not a stud. Alright, we got another Montana I cut. This is not from here, obviously, but it is a Montana, so this one should be easy. What y'all thinking? I like that cut. That's pretty good. And this one picks up a lot of black, but it's still pretty cool. But it's nothing to what's coming up, because I think it gets really cool. This is the other side, so I can give you a little bit of a hint what's coming. It's still got a lot of black in it, but the water line's getting a little bigger. This side, it gets really nice. I like that a lot. And then the end is pretty good. The part that don't start till the water lines come out. That's a definite stud. Alright, we got a piece of yellow jasper with some pretty cool agate lines on the outside of it. So hopefully, got a little bit of red showing, but not much. Hopefully, the agate lines will go all the way through. So, what y'all thinking? It's close enough to a stud. That's going to be nice when it's polished. The agate, the quartz goes all the way through across the face of it, and it got a little bit of red. Maybe some more will come out whenever we polish it. But that's a stud. Okay, this is in the box of some uncut agates I had. These aren't from here. I'm no telling where these are from, but I had to give them a shot and cut them open and see what they got in them. What y'all thinking? That's nice. That's gonna be a stud. It already is, but when it's polished, that's gonna be nice. That should come out a little bit better when it's polished. That's nice. All right, this is a Crowley, and This is why it's hard to cut them. Very few of them are this solid or this thick without having a big old giant cavity on the back of it. Most of them have that cavity where they were hooked onto their host rock. But this one here is pretty fat, pretty thick. Thick enough to cut. I couldn't cut it the way I wanted to. I wanted to cut it sideways, but I just couldn't get a grip on it, so I cut it this way. What y'all thinking? Well, if y'all said dud, y'all are absolutely wrong. This is a stud. That one's beautiful. That came out perfect. Even the host rock doesn't look bad. It's almost a little greenish color. They got the agate pocket on it, and on both sides it's fortified. It is nice. That's one of the nicer ones I've cut in a while. Stud. Alright, this one here has some slight agate lines on it. It had a little botryoidal face on it right there. And a little bit of red showing on it also. What y'all thinking? That's more of a dud. Nothing came out. The botryoidal was right there, but there's nothing really there behind it. Probably, maybe I'd cut it further over. I don't know. But I don't even think I'm going to polish that, but I might give it a shot. I think this is a big hunk of yellow jasper with some quartz running through it, I guess. I found this out on the railroad track. Kind of surprised me to find a big rock like that on the track, but maybe I could have polished it whole, but I don't know. I wanted to give it a cut and see what would happen. What y'all thinking? I think it's nice. That will look really good polished. It almost looks like it got a face in it, somebody's face in there. Might even come out a little better. But they all pretty much look the same. I thought this black might come out a little bit, but it comes out very lightly. But I'm saying that's stud. I like that. Yeah, that's gonna look good polished. Alright, this one here I find quite a bit of it, but this one has a red pocket on the end. I don't know if that went through it or not, so I wanted to give it a shot and see. The other ones mostly are just black and white. But what y'all thinking on this one? No red, but it's not bad. I think that's gonna look cool. Not a total stud, but it's gonna be pretty good when I think when it's polished. All right, this is not a Crowley. I found it out on the river, but it's some kind of agate, but I don't know exactly where it comes from. It must be from Missouri or something, because it's not a Crowley. What y'all thinking? It does have a little pocket right here. I don't know what it is, but it's a total stud, because that is nice. That is real nice. Wish I had a big one like this. It's got a little crystal pocket on the inside of it. That is sweet. Definitely a stud. I cut some of these a while back, but they had a little more red on the outside of them than the ones I had cut before. What y'all thinking on this one? Just sun bleached on the bottom, a little bit of red showing through. What y'all thinking? That is a total bust. Looks like a Hershey's Kiss on the inside. Yeah, that one was no good. That's a dud right there for sure. And this one here, I have a few like this I found out on the river. It's got like some quartz lines through it. Looks pretty cool on the outside. I got a little red. What y'all thinking? Not that great, but again, it's not a total bust. It could look good polished up, but it's not a stud. Alright, got another Montana. Again, it's a Montana, so what y'all thinking? Yeah, it's pretty good. This one looks like a snowflake Montana, I guess they would call it. The whole thing is like that. I just cut another one. I'm going to give y'all a hint that's even better than this one. This one will be in the next slideshow. But it's way better than this one. See if we can get a little color behind it. Yeah. I guess that would be called snowflake, because the whole thing looks like that. That is cool. It does have fractures, but most of Montanas do, except for the one I just cut. Can't really see that one through there, but I left it where I could do another cut or just go ahead and make a big, throw the big chunk in the tumbler so it won't crack, or might not crack anyway. But yeah, it's a Montana, so you almost always can say stud for Montanas. This one here is a kind of mossy looking one, but I'm just hoping that red would come through, would be all the way through. And what y'all thinking? Might have gave it away there, but not great. Not enough red in it. It was starting off pretty good right there, but it didn't go all the way through. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it's not a stud, definitely. All right, this is one of the weird looking rocks I found, and it's got a real sticky feeling to it. I don't know what's that about, but it was weird. I just wanted to try this one and see what it might have in it. So, what y'all thinking? I like it. I think I know it's not, but it's definitely got a pattern like an Imperial Jasper almost. You know, it's a similar pattern to Imperial. It's a little wider, but I like that. That's gonna look good polished. I'm gonna give that a stud. I don't know what's gonna happen to the outside of it. If that stays on there, I think that's gonna be pretty cool too. Almost got like a leopard pattern to it. All right, this is some type of agate. I found quite a few of these out on the river. I don't know exactly what it is or where it's from, but it's not a Crowley. It's got really cool patterns. It's got a crystal face right there. It's really nice. I have a big one like this somewhere. I think I might have accidentally drew it in my sister's stuff. I might have to go over to the house and pick a garden and get it back. What y'all thinking on this one? That'll give y'all a little hint. This is a stud. I like it. I wanted to cut it the other way, but it had too many fractures on the all over right up in here. If I cut it the other way, I figured it would have just fell apart. But that is nice. That's going to be good polished. Almost got a greenish look to it. Brown and green. Alright, this is one of the fattest Crowleys I have, because even though it does have that big cavity in the back, it's fat enough around it so I could still get a good cut on it. Again, not the way I wanted to cut it because of that right there, but it's what y'all thinking? Again, it's a Crowley, so anybody that didn't say an absolute stud muffin is gonna be wrong on this one. Go sit in the corner. That is nice. You got both patterns on both sides. The host rock is kind of plain, but still the top of it makes up for it. That's definitely a stud muffin. Alrighty, thank y'all for watching the third edition to Stud or Dud. There will be more coming. I don't know when, but probably another month or so I'll have another batch ready. Thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe.